You may now begin your presentation.
The flutter of a butterfly's wings has the power to cause a hurricane on the other side of the world.
In the same way, the actions of a single individual can have a profound impact on an entire community.
We, at Enactus Macquarie, help extend the wings of our beneficiaries, empowering them to change their tomorrow.
This year, we are proud to present our two projects, Peerlink and the Women's Creative Hub. In line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, Peerlink ensures healthy lives and the promotion of well-being for all ages.
The Women's Creative Hub establishes employment opportunities to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth. These projects recognize the value in each individual, thriving in a culture of inclusion and community.
I'm Mark.
I'm Rowan.
I'm Renuli.
And I'm Arad.
We will now introduce our first project, Peerlink.
When we bound ourselves to a rapidly evolving world, we lose touch of what is important. One such example, the critical issues surrounding our own mental health.
Mental health does not discriminate. Over 75% of mental health problems occur before the age of 25. With over 1 million university students in Australia, it is imperative they are equipped to maintain a healthy headspace. Mental health is about wellness, not illness. This means being able to take pleasure and satisfaction in everyday life. Unfortunately, our society has fostered a culture of shame and stigma, preventing individuals from speaking out for support.
On World Mental Health Day 2016, we surveyed 133 Macquarie students and found that 72% of students frequently felt stressed and overwhelmed, with 75% expressing interest in a wellbeing program. In May 2018, 35% of 150 participants surveyed had experienced symptoms of stress and anxiety on more than 15 occasions within the last month. Alarmingly, this is considered the norm.
Macquarie University's Mental Health Service Campus Wellbeing currently has a 1.5-month wait time period to see a professional. Although providing an online skills program, Campus Wellbeing has actually taught us about their challenges in engaging students. The cause? A lack of awareness and a common unwillingness among students in seeking professional help.
We, at Enactus Macquarie, took action to develop a wellbeing program model. While seeking approval from Macquarie University, facing a few initial stepbacks, we gained professional advice on our risk management strategy. Emerging successful, we partnered with Campus Wellbeing and Headspace to develop a student outreach program with an innovative peer-to-peer structure. This collaborative framework encourages dialogue on mental health. Our mission? To better equip students with the skills to manage their stress and anxiety throughout their university experience.
Mental health is important to me because often as students, we don't realise how important it is to our well-being.
I wanted to become a Peerlink supporter because I remember when I was stressed and I didn't know what time management was, but now Peerlink has given me the resources and the knowledge to give back and help people who are in my position.
Peerlink engages students who may have otherwise accessed campus wellbeing for assistance or those more comfortable with an informal support program. By doing so, we will directly reduce campus wellbeing's wait time for a professional consultation.
The program consists of supporters and supportees. Supporters are commonly psychology students looking to share their insights into stress management techniques with fellow peers, or those looking to receive experience. Supportees are students who want to better equip themselves to deal with the stresses of university life, be it approaching busy assessment and exam periods or balancing competing commitments. All participants are filtered through a screening process certified by Campus Wellbeing to ensure suitability for the program. Peerlink's beneficiaries are threefold. Supporters receive experiential credit and CV recognition. supportees are better equipped to cope with the identified stresses, and campus wellbeing is more effectively able to target at-risk students. This is Peeling's transformational power.
Peeling's 4-week program consists of individual and group sessions covering stress management, healthy habits, mental health tracking, and organisational skills. With campus wellbeing and Headspace, we collated online resources and apps to better equip our supporters to deliver these modules. Supportees establish a short-term mental health goal with the assistance of their supporter.
In the first group session, we onboard participants as they build rapport, set individualised goals, and hear from our partners, Campus Wellbeing and Headspace. Session 2 consists of games designed to enhance communication skills and provide a healthy support network. In the third group session, supportees explore stress management techniques through mindful meditation and art therapy. The final session allows participants to reflect on their goals, listen to keynote speakers including Elizabeth Go from the Department of Victim Services, and plan their post-program strategies.
In September 2017, we launched our pilot program, engaging 6 supporters and 6 supportees. Participants provided positive feedback on the structure and content of the program, remarking that it was succinct and engaging as a unique way of looking at mental health. Testimonies from our pilot program indicated that international students were an appropriate target audience. Culture shock and the difficulties of adapting to independent university life was a common sentiment. We collaborated with Macquarie International to promote Peeling and engaged 5 international students for our second implementation.
Since our pilot program in 2017, we have engaged a total of 45 participants. Self-reported data by supportees allows us to know the effectiveness of Peeling as a whole.
90% of participants felt better equipped to manage their stress and anxiety throughout their university experience.
100% of participants reported their satisfaction with the program.
75% of supportees were able to achieve their mental health goal.
And 20 participants are ready to go for our Semester 2 session.
We are proud to announce that we have 2 new partners, Beyond Blue and Are You OK? We will also be launching with Zenful, a Silicon Valley company, in September.
The future of Peeling is one of enhancing credibility and incentivization on track towards sustainability. Supporters will facilitate the program, receiving accreditation by Macquarie University, ultimately allowing us to step out of the picture. Peeling's model will be scaled out to other universities facing similar issues.
Peeling changes the conversation surrounding mental health to create a meaningful impact in the lives of our participants. It is critical that students feel empowered to defeat the stigma and take charge of their well-being.
We will now move on to our next project, the Women's Creative Hub.
The difficulties of those from refugee backgrounds is one we hear too often.
Australia's close the gate response has caused us to close our eyes to the struggles they faced. We ignore the social disconnect, limited support network, and language barriers they experience.
And above all, we fail to recognize their value as individuals.
In March 2017, we engaged with the Women's Creative Hub, a project founded by the House of Welcome. With no sustainability model in place, we became a partner to address the triple bottom line. Here, we met Sawson, whose dream of finishing high school came to a halt during the Sudanese Civil War. Despite lack of job opportunities and low social confidence, she still held on to her dream. And through our project, we strive to make it a reality.
The Women's Creative Hub supports women like Sawson from refugee and asylum seeker backgrounds by facilitating weekly interactions that build confidence and skills in order to ease their transition into the Australian workforce while providing income generation opportunities. When we first started, the Hub relied on limited community donations and purchasing materials in order to manufacture products to then sell at market stalls. With 500,000 tons of material going to Australian landfill each year, we realized the real potential in utilizing these fabrics. We partnered with Cumberland Council and Jimmy Stewart Clothing Company, now suppliers for the Hub. They provide us with materials such as cotton, linen, hessian, and council banners. These are then transformed into beautiful handmade products such as aprons and pencil cases.
We also collaborated with Tees to Totes, to turn 3,000 donated t-shirts into tote bags to be distributed to food banks in Western Sydney. By reducing the use of plastic bags and assisting the community, the woman expressed a sense of personal fulfillment. Altogether, we have saved 40 kilograms of fabric from going into landfill.
Despite generating an income by reducing our production costs, the women had difficulties traveling to stores and wanted to utilize their other talents, such as cooking. So we redirected the focus of the hub to completing commissioned work and catering for events. Our biggest event thus far was International Women's Day in Auburn, where the hub catered for over 500 people. Additionally, Solson held a cooking demonstration in English, speaking for approximately 15 minutes. In the span of 8 months, Solson, who was initially shy and uncomfortable in speaking to people at local market stalls, was able to confidently rise to this opportunity. And she attributed this to the various events and community exposure that we organized.
In the past year, we have held 2 corporate events, 7 catering events, and 12 cooking classes, generating a total net revenue of $11,045. Solson and the Hub have directly impacted over 66 people, with 80% of participants indicating that their highlight was speaking to the women about their refugee journey. After an inspiring cooking class held at Mercy College, the Hub was commissioned to make gift bags for staff, generating a further income of $300.
Our financial model is based on creating strategic partners to reduce production costs. The Community Migrant Resource Center and House of Welcome provides us with equipment and food that we use for catering and cooking classes, while utilities and rent is subsidized by Cumberland Council. Profits are then reinvested back into the hub for basic functioning, and women who see the hub as a form of income are able to use the resources and materials to establish their own businesses, or they can assist at major events to derive further income.
Our true success lies within the engagement of the women themselves. From just 12 attendees in the past 2 years, we now have 25 regular members at the hub. To facilitate the increase in events, we established a volunteer network with Macquarie University's Global Leadership Program. We now have a total of 43 students, averaging 20 hours at the hub. Interactions with volunteers has led to an 85% increase in social confidence. The 2018 Zest Awards recognised our social impact under the Exceptional Social Enterprise category. To capitalise on this increased exposure, a consultation with the women revealed an eagerness to test new platforms. We launched an online Etsy store selling handmade products made by Solson and Chandra. It has been inspiring to see the once shy Solson and Chandra taking control in the products they sell, based on their marketing experience for profitability.
The ladies are fantastic, and it's like we are one big family. And it's really, cut off of your loneliness. If you stay home feeling lonely and sad, when you come here, you feel so happy and a big family. And we are all multicultural. We all mix together: Chinese, Filipino, Malaysia, African, and it's so beautiful.
I enjoy the work here because first I can know more friends, and second I can know some new technique, and eating, and third, most important, that we can do something for the world, for the society.
Community engagement and social interaction have allowed these women to boldly take the next step in transforming their lives. Aliyah has now enrolled in TAFE to study English.
5 of the women have successfully completed their food safety certificate.
Chandra has established her own catering business.
These stories prove that given the right environment, tools, and motivation, one can truly soar.
This is what the future of the hub looks like, one of growth and independence.
We will establish a skills development program to assist the professional transition of the woman. This will entail mentor sessions, enhancing public speaking, bookkeeping, and marketing skills.
We foresee sustainability by June next year, where the core functions of the hub run independently and the transformations of the women are constant.
Through the encouragement of diversity, we allow empowerment to truly blossom within the woman, and by extension, our community.
When an individual takes action, he or she has the ability to redefine the course of an entire community.
But how do we spark a life-altering moment in an individual to start a movement? Our answer lies in our projects, the Women's Creative Hub and Peelink.
These projects have empowered individuals like Ben, Sosan and Chandra to transform their lives.
These individuals are a testament of how strength and motivation can transition and directly impact another life for the better.
We will now begin the question and answer session. Judges, please feel free to ask any questions you wish.
Thanks. With Peelink, can you tell me how much it costs to take one person through the program, and do they actually have to pay to go on the program?
Our program is unpaid. So to cost, we're actually still trying to calculate how much we're saving campus wellbeing in result as we're saving them time, but that is something we're looking into.
What happens if you identify that somebody that's participating is really struggling, and yet the person that's providing the support to them is perhaps not equipped to help them? Is there an escalation process in place that allows you to refer them to somebody with the right expertise?
So our participants, both supporter and supportee, have 24/7 access contact numbers for campus wellbeing and other mental health services. We also ensure that the relationship between the participants are purely email based so that there are any records of anything.
Thank you. With StudentLink, so it's delivered on a volunteer basis, correct? And using the resources of the university rooms and that sort of thing. You mentioned at the end some partnerships, one including a Silicon Valley firm. So are they in-kind partnerships, or are you looking to receive funding through those partnerships so that you can start to cost and scale your model?
So Zenful is currently based in the US, and they're looking to eliminate the wait time for professional consultation. And their company actually has a digital academy and a counselling service. So Peelink will actually fall under the counselling service, and Zenful's digital academy will be available for our participants come September when we launch that initiative.
Have you thought more about the Women's Creative Hub, how you would expand that nationally?
So at the moment, we are based in Auburn and are trying to achieve sustainability with that model at the moment. But we do see that it's something that is scalable, specifically in communities with a high refugee population, such as Cabramatta, Marrickville, and Parramatta.
Going to Peelink, every university in Australia, I think, would have some form of student welfare program. Are you looking to collaborate, or are you looking to share? I mean, what's the big picture with that, and how do you avoid wasted effort from various universities?
We are looking to adopt the model to each university. So at this point, we understand that 75% of students, of young people under the age of 25 do suffer from a mental illness, and we've found that most universities have their own mental health service, and they have psychology and education departments. So this framework and our collaborative network will be easily adopted within each university. But we are trying to test out the running of the program at our own university and receive some credibility before we adopt that model anywhere else.
We appear to have exhausted all the questions. Judges, please join me in thanking Macquarie University